"2017 was no doubt a great year for video games, but even so, Cuphead still managed to stand out from the rest with its unique visual style, the way it merges easy controls with difficult gameplay, and, as I'll talk about, the music. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Cuphead. Ever since I saw a gameplay video of it back in 2015, I knew I had to get my hands on it. I remember listening to Floral Fury before the game came out, and I was like, damn, not only are the visuals fantastic, but so is the music? I'm sold. So in the video, I'll go over the soundtrack's distinct style, some cool tidbits that most people don't know about it, and more, so let's get started. Whether it be a mix of catchy, energetic tunes for the boss fights and run-and-gun levels, or the more laid-back approach in the overworld, Cuphead music does a great job capturing the feel of gameplay. The overworlds in particular represent the time to enjoy the NPC dialogue, to search for secrets scattered throughout the map, and just to relax from the gameplay for a bit. Now, in most video game soundtracks, you get music that can be put on a loop, generally ranging from 30 seconds to 1 minute. Cuphead, on the other hand, goes completely all out with its music, most of which ranging from 3 to 5 minutes long, consisting of diverse melodies, changing up the main theme throughout the song to keep things fresh and interesting throughout. This is, of course, a major crime of the soundtrack, since in normal gameplay the majority of players have already beaten the boss minutes before the song would have ended, but even so, it doesn't detract from the power these songs carry outside of gameplay, especially the finales. One of the coolest parts of the Cuphead soundtrack is the fact that the in-game music actually differs from the official soundtrack release. Now, Botanic Panic, in-game you hear this. While if you listen to the song in the soundtrack release, you instead hear this. This is actually because the composer, Christopher Madigan, recorded separate solos for the majority of the music like you heard in that example. For the most part, there's just two different versions between the in-game and the soundtrack release, but the tracks for Casino Criminals and High Seas Hijinks actually have 3 tracks. High Seas Hijinks' differing solo track can be heard in-game, on the soundtrack release, and even the YouTube release that you can find on Studio MDHR's YouTube channel. Each version features a unique instrument choice and melodies ranging from a piano solo in-game, a saxophone for the soundtrack release, and a plunger trombone plus clarinet for the YouTube version. Casino Criminals also has 3 different soloists for the different variations, since the casino mini-bosses all use the same tracks. It's a great way to make the gameplay loop of dying and facing a boss again still feel fresh, while also making subsequent playthroughs of the game enjoyable. I'm sure most of you have heard some of the references, like Flight of the Valkyries and Aviary Action, the athletic theme from Super Mario World and Funfair Fever, and more that have already been talked about in other Cuphead videos, but I wanted to go over two of my favorite tracks, both from the final boss of the game, Admission to Perdition and One Hell of a Time. The best part of these tracks is the fact that they actually call back to previous boss battle themes that you've already faced throughout the game. I guess Studio MDHR wanted to set some world building, like that these bosses were cheering you on as you're facing the devil. Very cool stuff. Let's see how they did that. Well, thanks for watching the video. It was fun to make, and hopefully it was fun to watch too. Have a real swell day, and if you haven't already, go listen to some Cuphead music. It rules.